everybody. Welcome back to the Always Bookkeeping YouTube channel. My name is Alana, and today Tony from Always Bookkeeping is joining us today.
Hi, Alana. How are you?
I'm good, Tony. How are you?
Good. Had a good weekend.
Yeah. It was a great 4-day weekend.
Yeah. Awesome. Which nice reset for everyone here at the office.
Yeah. I think it's really needed, especially gearing up into tax season.
That's right. So final stretch to the end of the tax season here. So great reset. Everyone's back in the office, energized. So get ready for, finishing off April.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about today's topic, how to raise your prices without losing clients. I think that's really important because so many entrepreneurs think that they need to be the lowest price out there.
So this episode is good for business owners out there that are, battling with yourself on whether or not to raise your prices. This is a good video for you to watch and listen to.
Excellent. Well, let's just jump right into it.
Yep, let's do it.
So let's be honest for a second. Most people watching this know that they should raise their prices. It's not a knowledge problem. It's not like you haven't even thought about it. You've probably had that moment where you finish a job or a service and think to yourself, that took way more effort than I charged. But then you leave it. You tell yourself maybe later, let me get a few more clients first. I don't want to scare people away. And that thought right there is where most businesses get stuck. So, Tony, why is it so hard raising prices for some people?
A lot of people think it feels personal, but people think pricing is about numbers, but it's more than just that. It's about identity. And when you raise your prices, you're not changing just the number. You're changing the way the clients see yourself and the way that you see yourself. So, and that's really uncomfortable for people to get over.
Right. It's interesting because it does feel like that. It feels like you're asking people to value you differently.
Yeah, that's right. And most of the time, people don't realize this, but when you hesitate on pricing, the client can feel it, even though you're not directly saying it to them. So it sometimes feels uncomfortable talking about pricing.
Right. So is that why people stay underpriced for so long?
Yeah. And they're not waiting for the right time to change the prices. They're waiting to feel confidence and to have some kind of evidence that they can charge more. So maybe that's waiting for the portfolio to get a little bit bigger, having a strong client base so that they can justify increasing the pricing. And I think that it comes after you done the pricing change. So the confidence doesn't come from getting a bigger portfolio. The confidence coming from, changing the pricing and getting the first yes from the client.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're not just making more money, you're improving the type of client that you're working with.
That's right. And the part where most people don't expect is that raising your price doesn't actually create chaos. People imagine, right? So what it means is that people think if I raise my prices, people are gonna leave, but that's not actually what happened. When you change your prices, you attract a different kind of client. So the transition is a little bit quieter. So you lose a little bit of the clients that you don't want anyway. So the one that don't ask a lot of questions, the one that, don't hold back on you doing the work, the one that, giving you a whole lot of troubles from, certain amount of things that you go through with the client. So, the pushback isn't as intense as people imagine in their head.
That's really a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
And I think too, when you're basing it all on price, they're just transactional clients.
That's right. So a lot of people already realize that the current pricing attract a different kind of client from your lower price point, right? So changing it to a different price point, which is a little bit higher, or what we think that you actually deserve to get paid for the work and the effort that you put out is much better than, keeping the clients that just here for the low price that you provided at the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you raise your price, you're actually creating space for those right clients to come.
Yeah. So I'm gonna reframe it. So what if the clients you lose are the one that actually holding you back, right? So the clients that, question everything, take the most time, hardest to please. So you get rid of those clients, and the clients that are paying more tend to don't give you as much trouble. They know the value that you bring to the table. They know why you're charging the way that you are charging. So they don't push back as much as those lower price paying client.
So let's say someone's watching this and they're convinced, they're like, yeah, I need to raise my prices. Where do they start? Because that sometimes feels like the hardest step is, where do they start with raising prices?
Yeah. A lot of people just think that they're going to do a big announcement where, hey, everyone, we're going to charge more starting May 1st, 2026. Whether that be, 25% more, 50% more. You actually don't usually do that when you change the pricing. You start by the next brand new customer. So someone coming into your office or a brand new client calls you, you provide the services that you offer, the product that you offer, but you start at your new pricing. And that first yes is going to be what you needed to boost your confidence. So you present everything as normal. You be confident with the pricing that you are prepared to present to the client, so which is a new one. And you just go by the brand new clients first.
All right. Mm-hmm. So that sounds almost too simple.
And that's why people don't do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's fair.
People tend to do overcomplicate things and make it more stressful than it really is in their head. Mm-hmm. And when it's too simple, they just don't do it. And that's what we find in most clients. Wow. When it's too simple, they think that they're missing something. They think that they're not doing it the right way just because it's easy. They think that hard things are what needs to be done, but in most cases, it's not the way to do it.
All right. Yeah. So that's really important to be like, okay, the simplest answer is actually the right one in this case.
That's right.
What about raising prices for existing clients?
It's going to feel a little bit awkward for most people to talk about, pricing and money and all that, but you don't need a long speech to let them know why you are raising the prices. Most of the time, I just keep it simple. Just be like, with the way that inflation is going, we are improving our services, and our business are improving, our business are expanding, and old pricing model isn't working out for us anymore. And that's why we are adjusting our prices, and it's going to reflect in the quality of our work. And just leave it as that. Sometimes being, stay quiet after you provide the solution and the pricing is usually what all you need to know to do. The client will do the thinking and the respond for you, and that the market is not rejecting you for the new pricing with the new customer that you have been signing. So your worth is this price, and the market is paying for that price for you for the services. So that works for you and your business, for you and your business. And if the client leave, then so be it. You're making more space, like you said, for the client that are willing to pay the price that you are worth.
Great. So no long explanation. Don't try to let them be okay with it. Just state it.
Yeah.
And shut up.
Again, don't overcomplicate things. Just make it short and sweet. Let them know these are the prices. If you decide to stay, great. We'll continue to help you and your business, or continue the relationship that we previously had. But if not, then, wish you the best on your endeavors in the future. So
So that's what happens if they push back. Just let them push. And
not that we're saying to get rid of all your clients,
right?
Maybe grandfather them in, whether that would be the first 6 months, first year, you give them some kind of discount. But after that, these are the new pricing. Whether you say or not, this is what we charge our new client. That's just the way it is.
Letting go must be the hardest part for some clients. They've built this, their client base, and to raise the prices and have some of their clients leave. But
and the business only work with, if it only works with the current price that you have, it's not a scalable business. Wow. you're not going to be able to expand, improve, and creating more services for your clients. That would be, a not profitable business where you can't just keep raising prices to adjust, whether it be inflation, improving your services, improving the quality, adding more services to your business. That's what I think would happen.
Wow, that's a strong stance.
Yeah, it needs to be. So if you can increase your prices to catch up, you're going to be left behind.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, that's really some very strong encouragement for the people watching this at home. If you are watching this at home and you think that maybe it's time to raise your prices, maybe the question is not what if I lose clients, but it's what's costing me to stay where I am. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. So if you just stuck on your old pricing, the business isn't for you, where you have to make tough decisions sometimes. Right. And one of them being increasing the prices and actually knowing the numbers where are you profitable enough to keep the business going, or you're going to have to make the tough choices by increasing the prices and, communicate it with the old client and the new clients.
Great. So what about the people that are at home watching this and they're like, I think I need to raise my prices, but how do I tell? Can you help them out?
Yeah. So you can reach out to us at www.alwaysbookkeeping.ca or reach out to us at info@alwaysbookkeeping.ca. That's our email. Or give us a call at 780-554-8356 to schedule a first free initial consult. We'll take a look at your finances, which is your statements. If you have them, if not, we can help you dig deeper in whether or not you are profitable. And we can let you know if you need to raise your prices or if your prices are currently strong enough to stay where you are. But yeah, reach out to us and we'd be more than happy to help you.
Perfect. So if you're watching this at home and you liked today's video, please hit the like button, leave a comment if you have any questions, and we will address it in a future video. And please share this with any entrepreneurs that are out there that you think could benefit from hearing it's time to raise your price. Thanks, Tony.
Thank you. See you in the next one.